Hello, and thank you for joining me for this demonstration on the updated Form PI1 General Application. Today I'll be demonstrating the Form PI1 General Application, the PI1 for short, through a series of modules. Feel free to watch the whole series or pick only the sections you have questions about. Individual modules will be updated to show large changes in new versions of the workbook. If it is something smaller, like a wording change, we will not update that module. In this first module, I'll be providing an overview of the advantages of this new application tool and some of the main features. We will then move into the cover sheet of the workbook itself. The next several modules will provide details about each of the worksheets using an example application for an amendment project. We will also have a module showing some of the main changes when completing the PI1 for a renewal project. The final module demonstrates how to use the spreadsheet compare tool with the PI1. And with that, we will get started. The Form PI1 General Application is an Excel document that guides the user through many NSR application requirements in one easy-to-use workbook. It is electronic and interactive, making it easier for the applicant to know the questions available and minimizing the amount of irrelevant questions. It was first available in October of 2018 and was named the NSR Application Workbook at that time. Data previously submitted through the PI1, PI1R, PI1D, Table 30, Table 30R, and Table 1A forms are all now included in this workbook. The now out-of-date PDF and Word versions of these forms were removed from our website on June 1st. At that time, the NSR Application Workbook was renamed to the Form PI1 General Application. This is to ensure everyone is using the correct form and to be compliant with Title 30 of the Texas Administrative Code, Chapter 116, Rule 111, which specifically requires a PI1 for permit and amendment projects. Users are guided to specific BACT and monitoring requirements and through federal applicability, impacts, and measurement of emissions requirements. The workbook was created to improve the entire permitting process from application preparation to TCEQ staff review. Because we love acronyms at the TCEQ, I've come up with the 3 C's of improved application materials: consistent, concise, and complete. First, applications will be consistent. Providing permit reviewers with application materials in a consistent format means they will not need to spend as much time familiarizing themselves with the content and layout. Having the information in a consistent location also means we can streamline internal processes and minimize the duplication of work by using macros. For example, we will no longer have an applicant type emission rates into a Table 1A, print it, and then have a permit reviewer retype it into the MERT. This will also minimize the alterations needed to fix MERT typos. Also, we will be able to use data in the workbook directly in our technical reviews, such as the emissions summary table, BACT, monitoring, and federal applicability. Secondly, applications will be concise. APD staff has to review and concur with everything contained within an application. Since the workbook guides the applicants to exactly what we need, there should be less materials for you to prepare and less for APD staff to review. For example, the workbook directs the applicant to current Tier 1 BACT and the minimum monitoring requirements, so APD staff only need to review the additional notes and attachments if provided instead of the chapters of information. Finally, the workbook helps us to receive a complete application upfront in the process. Currently, a permit reviewer's first step is to send a list of all the missing pieces in an application. With the workbook, it is very clear to applicants what pieces need to be filled out for each project, when additional information should be attached, and what is needed to submit a complete application. We'll now go through the steps to access the PI1 file. We will start on the TCEQ homepage, www.tceq.texas.gov. In the search bar, over here, enter NSR Application Tools. Then click on the search icon. Click on the first link here to go to the New Source Review Application Tools website. This website has many tools for preparing your New Source Review applications. We'll scroll down to this section for the PI1 General Application. Here you will find resources for completing the PI1, including a list of changes made for each update that's posted, a link to guidance videos, including this video, and a tip sheet for completing the application. The latest version is listed, and there are 3 versions of the file available to download depending on the number of facilities on your permit. There's 25 fins, 100 fins, and 400 fins. Please use the smallest file version to meet your permit needs for optimal file speed.